All right. So we are going to talk about it seemed like this episode. I forgot when I was making my notes. Um, we're going to talk about another woman who I don't think, or I don't know if she is insecure about her um physical features. But looking unattractive is the overall theme of this episode here. Unfortunately. And this ain't about me thinking that if I look unattractive, because I believe I look good. But let's talk about Imane Khelif. Now, Imane Khelif is the Olympian boxer. I believe it's boxing fighter, whatever they want to call it. Knuckle boxer, I believe. It's like bare knuckle boxing. Bare knuckle meaning they just don't wear boxing gloves. But she is she won this past Olympics. Yes, we're still talking about Olympics things. Because y'all were wilding this Olympic season. And I don't think it's gonna get better. I don't think in 2028 y'all are gonna be less subdued. I hope so, but y'all were really wilding. And what I mean by this, right? Let me share the screen. I'm gonna share the screen because uh yeah, I want y'all to see who Imane Khelif is, if that is how you pronounce her name. Now, this individual is someone who was accused of being a transgendered woman, essentially accused of being a man in y'all's eyes, right? Um, and nobody is going to say this as to why y'all accuse this woman. Because Imane Khelif, for those who don't know, this is actually a biological woman. This is Imane Khelif she is a biological woman. You're gonna say, why is her chest so flat? Look at her muscle definition. Look at that nose, Mr. Bean looking ass bitch. That's what you said, not me. That's what you said. But no, Imane Khelif is a woman who was born a woman and she identifies as what? A woman. Y'all who made this a big deal, made her famous not for her ability to knock a bitch out in 31 seconds, but because you saw her strength and her manly features, and you said, ain't no way this is a woman. You see her, flash of her gold, her prize, for doing what she did. Um, yeah, you said no way, ain't no way this is a woman. And because of that, y'all started accusing her of being a transgendered woman. And because of that, you started accusing her of being a man. And because of that, you took the opportunity to be transphobic. Again, this is you. And if it applies to you, that's what I mean by you. All right, I'm going to keep these photos up, right? I'm going to keep sharing the screen just so y'all can see what y'all did to this poor woman and to the poor trans community. Because it wasn't just the performance of the drag queens of the Olympics that had the homophobes and transphobes and queerphobes up in arms. It was that coupled with, oh my God, looking at women perform at a high level and women do things that traditionally they only assume men can do. So if a woman can knock their opponent out in a fight in 31 seconds, I believe it was like a record 31, it was 31 to 42. Nonetheless, knocked her opponent out. If a woman can do that, then that means that there has to be some testosterone, high levels of testosterone in her body this has to be a man. And look at her. Does she look like a woman? That is not a woman, I tell you. Well, I'm here to tell you that some women have very manly features. And they're still women. Y'all said this woman, and I'm just gonna come out and say it, and this is I'm gonna come out and say what y'all been saying. This is not me. I personally do I find this woman attractive? Absolutely not. No, sorry. But am I denying this woman being a woman because I don't personally find her attractive? No. I think what she did was very impressive. People gonna say, again, she's flat chested. That's no, don't like you that you if the paperwork doesn't say, and I know I'm laughing, but I'm trying to be serious here. If the paperwork does not say someone was born a man or a woman, no matter how developed or underdeveloped their chest is, you can't just assume they are what you think they are. A lot of you men out there, especially y'all the ones talking about this, y'all got breast. Y'all got bigger breasts than Imani here. What y'all talking? So according to your logic, you's a lady. You're a woman. According to your logic, if her not having developed breast or breasts aren't as huge as a Pamela Anderson's, makes her less of a woman than a Pamela Anderson or any other woman with big breasts. If that's your indicator on what makes a woman or not, first of all, that within itself is super flawed thinking because again, like women aren't just defined by their breast size or just their breast in general, you know. Um, that's one thing. Another thing is again the fact that this woman is strong and she was able to do what she did to get the success that she got this past Olympics. That's another reason y'all are like, oh, there's no way in hell a woman can do that. I'm talking about this not to clown Imani, but to bring to light the mindset that we have in the world. And this isn't just an American thing. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen now. All right. This isn't just a problem that we have in America. This is a problem that we have in the world. The world saw the Olympics, not just America. Imani Khelif is Algerian. They're maybe in Algeria there are people who are seeing her and they're like they're rooting for her, of course, and they're like, yeah, we know she's a woman. But other parts of the world around Algeria or whatever the case is, there are people who are like, there's no way a woman can do what she does. Therefore, she's got to be a man. And that's a problem. That being your mindset, not the fact that even if she was a transgendered individual, that would not be the problem. Now, granted, do I believe trans athletes should compete with women who are biological women or cis women, right? No, I don't. I believe that trans athletes should compete with one another. Yes, I believe in segregation. Yes, I've already made this point clear. I but as far as this situation here, this caused an uproar and an attack on trans athletes or just trans individuals for no reason. Both the women in this bare knuckle boxing competition were women. Imani Khalif and the woman that she knocked out was a woman. Biological women, cis women, whatever term you want to use, they both identify as that, and then the paperwork shows that that is what that is their gender at assigned to them at birth, right? So with that being said, why was there again a conversation of trans athletes when, to my knowledge, there weren't any trans athletes in the Olympics? Now, I didn't watch every single damn game in the Olympics. I didn't even watch Imane Khelif fight. Had no idea who she was up until the Olympics. That's the case for 99% of the other athletes that are not in the United States and that are not on a basketball team. I don't know who you is, partner, man, woman, whoever. I don't know who you are. Salute to you. Salute to your athletic prowess. I don't know who you are, and that's not mean disrespectful, but I can respect Imani Khalifa. I know I was clowning her and stuff, but honestly, don't like the treatment that she got. I don't like the treatment that she got because y'all pretty much said, and I said that's what I was trying to say moments ago before I stopped myself, but I'm gonna say it now. Y'all pretty much said this woman is ugly and she's strong, so she's got to be a man, and therefore, ain't no way in hell she can do what she does because one, women can't be strong like her, and two, she's ugly. Women aren't really that ugly, and therefore, because she's super ugly, you got to be a man. And that's what y'all said. That's exactly what y'all said. Y'all might not have used those words, but that's exactly what y'all said when y'all accused this woman of being a man. She's ugly and she's strong. You know who's ugly and strong? Men. She's a man. That's exactly what y'all said. Y'all can get upset. Y'all can deny it all you want. Give me a reason other than what I just said as to why you believe Imane Khelif is a man if you are one of the individuals that accuse this woman of being a transgendered woman or a man in your eyes, right? Give me a reason. Tell me. Comment. Give me a reason other than the fact of I just think she looks manly. Like I said, she looks like Mr. Bean. I just think she looks like a man, and you saw how strong she is. That is not a reason. Heck, there are men with really feminine features. Again, are we then going to use the logic of that's a woman? That's a trans man? There are men who are really weak. Weaker than Imani Khalif, weaker than me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't weak, but they weak as hell. A lot of men commenting on this situation. Y'all some weak ass men, not just literally speaking, but not just figuratively speaking, but literally speaking. Y'all weak as hell. If your idea is strong equals man, ugly equals man, and beauty equals woman, like, come on. Have you seen female athletes, not just bare knuckle boxers, but female athletes in general? A lot of them go for the more so natural look, okay? And they do look good in it, but it doesn't fit everybody. That's just what it is. Imani Khalif may not be attractive to you, but she is a woman. She might be stronger than the women that you know. That does not mean she is not a woman. And this is the, like I said, we as a society claim to be so damn progressive in ways that we are progressive, but we in many ways, like in this foolish way, we are very very much so and not even like just very childish for lack of better wording, because it's very childish to look at a woman and say because she's unattractive and because she's stronger than maybe the average woman, that she can't be a woman, because women aren't strong and women usually don't have these manly features, and therefore there's a problem with that. Her being as strong as it, that's a freak of nature type thing, and therefore that's not progress. That's not progressive thinking at all. And this situation proved just that that's how we are as a society. And when I say we, I'm not talking about everybody, of course, But this was enough of a stir that you not had just Americans, but I saw other people. Again, this is going on when the Olympics was happening. This was the instead of people celebrating her win, they were like, "Nah, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. She is not a woman. Ain't no way she is that damn strong. Ain't no way you could be that damn ugly and be that damn strong. That's a man." Instead of congratulating her, that is exactly what the response was. And I feel bad for this woman because, come on, yo, the biggest stage of your life right now, you know what I'm saying? And people are accusing you of being a man because they think you're ugly and they don't want to accept the fact that you're a strong woman and that women can be physically strong. Yeah, if I keep talking, I'm gonna go in circles, but I just wanted to point that out and say this is exactly the message that y'all give off to those who accused her. Again, if you really think you have, I don't think I'm ever going to get a response that is logical. But if you really think you can come up with a comment that isn't exactly what I said, your mindset is she's ugly and she's strong, and therefore she's a man, and therefore I'm gonna trash trans people and I'm going to accuse her of being a man. If that is not your mindset, I don't care. You don't have to. You could deny it and say, "Oh, that's not what I said," because you didn't use the words I used verbatim. But tell me the words you're using are going to be the same words that I use. You're going to say the same message that I use or the same message that I said you're saying. Because I personally don't agree with y'all's standpoint. I don't. Yeah, do I find her attractive, physically attractive? No, I don't. But I don't think because she's strong that she's less of a woman or not a woman because she is strong. I've seen plenty I watch women's sports, so mainly basketball, but they're strong women. So I'm aware that there are women who are strong. I go to the gym. Plenty of strong women go to my gym. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't get out and get off the fucking internet and get out of your childish mindset, you you're not aware of, you know, women this way, men this way, the boxes that you're not aware of it. But I'm here to tell you the world is bigger than the box that you continue to put yourself in and the boxes you continue to put other people in. And in the world, there are physically strong women who are born a woman. In the world, you're going to have women who might not look appealing to you. That doesn't make them less of a woman or of a woman. It doesn't make them, yeah, it doesn't make them less of a woman. It doesn't mean that they were recently a guy or what they're really a guy or whatever the case is. And if your whole thing is, well, she's not feminine, right? Or she doesn't look feminine and all this other stuff, again, this all attributes to you not finding her attractive. I'm not saying you got to find her attractive. I don't. You don't see me lying on here. You might get some soft ass liberal that's, oh my god, she is a beautiful woman. She is. And he might think that. He might truly think that. But I, knowing how y'all lying ass liberals are, y'all would say someone is beautiful, and you know damn well they are not. In your eyes, and the eyes of a lot of folk as well. I'm keeping it real and saying, nah, fam, she look like Mr. Bean over here. But I don't like the treatment that she's gotten because she clearly is someone who has worked at her craft, and she should be celebrated for the strides she's made in her career, the successes. It shouldn't be, you know, bogged down to like her looks. And it shouldn't be like, yeah, strength is a part of her in her sport, she's got to be strong. So yeah, she should be judged on her strength, but not in a way to where it's like, oh, you're a woman, so I'm only expecting you to be, you know, woman strong. And woman strong is, and anything more than is to you is, oh my God, that's a man. Cause she said, instead of when she threw a punch. These are like very like caveman, very childish type mindsets. And I got a joke because it's like really 2024 and there's people who still think like this. It's evident because of how you responded to this woman's win. It is fucking wild to me. 2024, going on 25, the year 2025. And this is shit that I feel as though, again, when cave folk, even though they all look like Imane Khelif, men and the women, this is the type of like elementary, and there's another word I really want to use, but I'm not going to use it. But that's the type of remedial type of thinking that I would expect from them, the folks from back then. Not folks in 2024 going on 2025. But I guess I'm wrong. I guess genetics is super. Stupidity is a gene that can be passed down from centuries to centuries to centuries. So, yeah. Anyways, that's all I had to say about the situation. We do have one more topic, so stay tuned.